And we are back. Boy, it feels like I just left. If you're wondering what I'm talking about because you're watching this video later and you notice there's a huge date discrepancy in these, that's because I just did a stream. Little magic there. The second episode of 24 Hours Sand was on just before this. So that's what I'm talking about. If you're watching this later and you're wondering, what the hell are you talking about? Anyways, welcome back to DBacks Swing, episode 3. As you'll notice, we slightly don't suck as much anymore. We're 27 and 32 now. We actually are getting some wins, and I'll go ahead and pull up the schedule there just to. Oops. There you go. Hey, the schedule. As you can see, we look a little bit better than we did in April. Finally, we're not just god awful like I was kind of afraid we were going to be. Especially when we started May, kind of god awful there. We had maybe won 1 out of 3 against Washington, 1 out of 3 against Colorado. That big 3-game losing streak there, just taking one, splitting it with Detroit, splitting it with the Pirates. And then we started getting pretty good there. Our pitching started to finally calm down a little bit, both starting and otherwise. And our bats were finding their form. We got those 2 against New York, got 2 against San Diego, got 2 against the White Sox, got 3 against Milwaukee, and then it kind of fell off against Pittsburgh there again. And we just split with the Marlins. Yes, as you notice, because I'm showing you this, we're in June because the next episode after this is the live draft, so I wanted to get up to that point. So, like I said, primarily it's been our pitching. It's kind of interesting, too, because we've actually had quite a bit of little changeover in our lineups, and when we started winning was really when we had a lot of changeover, so it's been kind of an interesting look at that. As we went into May, we had Arcia as our starting hitter because of Tomas being out. We also, I'll show you the pitching over here, we also sent down a couple pitchers, but at the start of May, we actually sent down Corbin. And that reason was that because it was really between him and Delgado at that point, who they both were struggling mightily. But Corbin, and I really didn't want to sound Corbin. He's a lefty, but more importantly, he could do some long relief for us if we really needed to, and we were paying him quite a bit of money. But he got kind of screwed on that in the end. It was really close between him and Delgado, and he kind of got screwed on that in the end because Delgado was out of options, so I had to throw him on waivers, and I didn't really want to do that. I figured Delgado would clear him, but still. So Corbin got the boot. You also notice we have a new reliever, Chris Hatcher. We picked him off waivers here a couple weeks ago. Maybe a week ago, I guess would be the way to put it more likely. Yeah. LA put him up on waivers on the 23rd. We decided to take our chance on that and snatch him up with how our bullpen's been. He was fairly cheap. Yeah, he's going to be in arbitration, but at least for a year he'll do good for us. We may keep him around even longer than that, but a little older. Anyways, so we picked him up, and that sent Chafin down again. Was I wanting to send Chafin down? Not really, but Delgado had finally been pitching better. If you look at his numbers, you even see that. And I was really afraid of only having the one lefty in the pen and Miller, who's been kind of struggling a little bit, but at the end of the day, I didn't have anyone else to send down. Barrett had just come up. He's still barely pitched a few innings. I'm still giving him a chance to see if he can bounce himself back, as he's been struggling a little bit. So we ended up had to be our only other lefty in the pen, Chafin, and go down to just the one lefty in Miller, unfortunately. Here's how it is. You notice as long as we're here. Otherwise, Greinke is not here, and that's because he went out with a day-to-day injury, shoulder soreness injury. Shoulder soreness. There you go. Not shoulder soreness. She sells seashells by the seashore. Yeah. So he got put down and decided to pick up Shipley because he was literally the only starting pitcher that didn't suck in Reno. I mean, ratings-wise, there are a few that don't suck, but stats-wise, he was literally the only one pitching all right in Reno. So he got the call-up, and he's been hit or miss. As you see in his 3 games, he's starting to struggle. He had 1 good game. He's had a couple bad games. So how long he'll be here, we don't know. His FBIP isn't very good. It's very short sample size, and he's given up a ton of home runs. But for now, he's going to stick around as our 5th starter, and we'll see what happens in a start or 2. We may end up going back down if we can get someone, or Greinke gets back. I believe Greinke is actually in. Yeah, Greinke's in a rehab start right now, so. Well, Shipley's not long to be here. Yeah, like I said, it was day to day, but it was just. Ray became a number 1. He's actually started to pitch like it, so I'll give him some credit on that. not great like it. Shelby Miller's been the one who's really been pitching on one. He had a huge improvement. In fact, let's go ahead and long draw on this screen. Let's take a look at that. So you see in May, look at what Shelby Miller did. Got 2 wins out of his 3 starts. Only 4 walks, striking out 17. 2.42 ERA. Under 1 on whip. No home runs per 9. Almost 7 strikeouts per 9. Moore's starting to climb up there. Yeah, he's starting to pitch really well. He's pitching like Shelby Miller should be in real life too, but hey, yeah, that was a terrible trade. That really screwed the D-backs in real life. But this is real life, so let's keep talking. Robbie Ray moved up into being our number 1. Hit or miss there, 2-2. His pitching's getting a lot better. People aren't really hitting him for much average, but they're getting home runs off him. 335. He's probably pitching a little bit better than he should be. His strikeout rate went down on us, though. That's been the only kind of little concern. His strikeout rate's down. His walk rate's always been a little bit high, but that strikeout rate going down, wasn't really particularly happy about. But I'll probably get it back up. Like we said, Shipley hit or miss. He's had 1 good start, 1 bad start, and then in June he had another bad start. De La Rosa's pitching like De La Rosa. He isn't good, but he keeps us in it. So as you can see, 5.23. Not great, but he's keeping us in it. He's our 5th starter anyways when Shipley leaves, so I'm not too concerned about him. Especially for a team with such a low budget, like we're going to have a 5th starter that doesn't completely suck. Bradley's starting to get it going. About been one of our better arms right now after Delgado, who had a ridiculous number in ridiculous there in May after his god-awful start to the season. Look at how these guys are doing. We finally got a couple good relievers, along with Hatcher, who's pitched so-so for us, but I think he really had 1 real bad start, and he's had a lot of. Other than that, he's starting to get it back. Miller's been in a slump. You see, hitters are hitting him really hard, so I think he'll come back down. Though his FBIP doesn't really suggest that, but we're hoping he'll get it back. He's been slumping quite a bit on us there. He was doing all right, then he's been getting hit towards the end here. But he's only lefty left too, and it's not like Corbin was doing any better, nor do I expect Corbin to do any better if he comes back up. Rodney's pitching pretty well. He's starting to pitch like an actual closer, not like real life Rodney. No, Rodney in real life's hit or miss. He's not been as hit or miss, thank God. And he got 7 saves there. Really too much about that. Sorry, I thought I heard something outside. Anyways. Yeah, someone doing something. Anyways. And then we have Sherfy, who's also been pitching pretty well. So our purple NHC is starting to kind of get pretty good. We're down to just a couple really kind of guys who are struggling. And to be quite frank, again, it's small budget. I'm not too bothered by having a couple guys. And Barrett's struggling. But, 2-3 guys struggling, I'll take it. They're not struggling ungodly mightily, so it's starting to clean itself up quite a bit. But what about that lineup? As you see, again, we've got some new faces. Dugan's been up for most of May. Hazelbaker's been up, but he was already up anyways. Peralta's finally back. He was actually out for a little bit, so his numbers, that's why he doesn't have quite as many. He only has the 13 games started. He was out for back stiffness for 2 days, and we decided to put him on the 10-day DL. He could have played through it, but, no point in risking him. So that's what got Dugan up there. Walker came up for a little bit, because it was between Dugan and Walker, really. They're very close. Dugan had the better defense. Walker had a little better power and a lot better eye. But ended up Dugan got to stick around, and then Walker got up because of Pollock getting hurt all the goddamn time. Yeah, Pollock's out again. Pollock was hurt, got it for a day, came back, got hurt his back again, was out for 6 days. So he went on the DL. Then he came back, and then just 2 days ago he went out with a herniated disc, so he's back on the DL. Tomas is back. He was on the DL when we started May. He's just doing his rehab assignment with Reno right now. He'll probably come back up just because of how much we're paying him, but maybe look at how RC has been hitting with his 9 home runs. Can't hit for average worth crap, but his 9 home runs has kind of made me almost want to keep him out there more than Tomas. So Tomas is a big candidate to end up on our trade block there. Other than that, you see our bats. They're kind of hit or miss, but a lot of guys, not a lot of people really hitting for great average, but we're getting on base. We're getting home runs. Goldie's hitting good. Getting those home runs for us. Ionetta's doing alright for a catcher who can't hit worth crap. Oh, poor Ionetta. I'm such an asshole. Drury started because Marte... I don't care that Marte has slightly better defense. Marte can't hit with it. God damn. He should be, but he's struggled so bad. I was like, nah, let's just let Drury go at it. Maybe he'll give us a little boost. And it seems to be working out for us. Lamb. Him and Drury are hitting about the same. Meh. But they got power, and they get on base. So I'll take it. Blanco for the sheer fact that Hazel Baker, and Dugan, definitely He's actually been in a slump. That's his problem. He'll probably be better, especially because his power is pretty good. But would be a great average hitter. Blanco at least works as giving us a nice little leadoff guy. That doesn't hit for a ton of power, but will get on base. So he doesn't play against left-handers though, because he really sucks against left-handers so far. Blanco's also a decent fielder. That's what also helps him too. Dugan's actually a good fielder himself. He just can't play in center field. He doesn't have the experience for it, but he's actually pretty good at it. That's also what got him up over Walker, and I'll show you Walker real quick. There's Tomas. He's just started there. Rito's down here as well, doing a rehab start because I didn't feel like he was really all that great, and he needs a rehab start anyways. He'll probably just stick down there. I don't see him coming back up right now. There's Walker. See, he's had a great slash line in Reno. So did Dugan. That's what made it really kind of in between them. But there's Walker for you. See, a little more home run power, a little better eye, but his fielding's not as great, and he can only play in left field, and that's kind of what screwed him. Decent guy though. He was up for, like I said, a little bit, and then we had Pollock go out, and Peralta was doing all right. And I'll show you here real quick in Reno is see, coach is now pitching all right. Coach, yeah, it's pitching all right. His stats are got awful. That's why he didn't come up. But yeah, I was in Reno. I had a decent amount to pick from in the bullpen. Didn't have a whole lot to pick from starters there. So yeah, we went with we ended up there with there you go, a little bit better look. Yeah, Shipley was about by default because everyone else was so awful. They started Corbin because they're idiots. I'm kidding. It makes sense for Corbin to be a starter down there. He doesn't pitch that well. Anyways, what else do we want to look at here real quick? Budget, yeah, it sucks. We already knew that. Attendance, meh. Oh, yep, mail. That's what we want to look at. So let's go look through our mail here real quick. In May, you have Bryce Harper is your NL best hitter. Your best pitcher in the AL is Chris Sale. Putting up 7-2. I got 87, 2.97. Oh, there we go. 4-1 with a 2.51 ERA, striking out 50. Not bad. Harper, whoa, holy crap. Yeah, I'd give it to him. On the NL side, Kyle Hendricks takes it. 4-0, striking out 34 with a 1.5 ERA. That's not bad. Oh, there you go. AL batting winner was Nelson Cruz. Yet another, good lord, another big stat line. Can we have those guys? Rookie of the year was Mokeda, I believe. Wasn't he? No, that's right. He's the one who got traded. Anyways, not bad numbers there. Stassi, who isn't even up anymore. God, he put some good numbers. I don't know why they sent him down. He didn't pretty well there. Lindor's got a hit streak going. He's gotten 20. Taylor Rose got us a shutout. God knows how. Take a look at the All-Star voting's going on. Woo! I'm not really going to talk about it because it's the All-Star game, dude. Woo! Can you tell I'm excited about the All-Star game? Goldsmith's third in first base voting. Pollock's second in center, besides the fact he can't play any day. He just keeps getting hurt. And that's about all we got going for us. Weekly power rankings, we've jumped from being a seller team to the 19th. We're now just mediocre. Take a quick look at our trades here. We got Maurer sent to the Rockies for minor leaguer. That the game just froze up on me. Oh god, don't. Come on. Yeah, not a bad minor league catcher. Two minor league catchers. They got total potential. Not the worst. For a reliever, that's not a bad deal for Padres. A quick look at the Cubs. Maxwell, Diaz, that's not a bad deal. Nothing really amazing going on in that trade there. Oh yeah, Walker got suspended, by the way, for 6 games. That's why he's suspended, if you take a look at that. Kim had 20-game hit streak, which got ended at 22 by the Astros. Reyes got his 2000th hit. Pujol got his 600th home run. And Cruz hit his 300th home run. New York gave me the most ungodly, hilarious trade closer. Hey, you want Neil Walker and this crappy minor league reliever for Goldschmidt? No. We got over here, we got Descalso, who's bitching about playing time, but he can shut up. And De La Rosa wants to extend his contract. Hit or miss, we might do that. Let's take a look at the standings. We got Tampa Bay in first in the AL, followed by the Yankees just a half game behind, Toronto 2.5, and Baltimore and Boston, not having the greatest seasons. Cleveland running away with Central right now, over pretty much everyone. Not much real competition going on over there right now. Texas and Houston doing pretty well in the AL. Athletic, or AL West, the A's, they're in the range there, and the rest of them are about 500. In the wild card, you got the Yankees and Astros. The Blue Jays just half game back, and the A's 1.5. You got a pretty close wild card battle going there. Pretty close AL East going there as well. On our side, over here in the NL, the better league. I just probably gonna get a bunch of dislikes for that one. Washington Nationals, just running away with the league. Marlins aren't doing too bad, but no one's catching the Nationals right now. They're on a Dodger-esque run. Actually, Dodgers are on a Dodger-esque run. As they're just blowing us away. Rest of our division. Oh, I jumped down. We'll get back to Central. The rest of our division's pretty meh. Cubs running away with it there as well. Pirates are a little bit above 500. Brewers are right there with them. And Reds leading up the cellar. We got the Reds, Braves, and San Diego as our cellar teams in the East. Got Minnesota, KC, and Chicago as your cellar teams in the West, in the AL. Humorously enough, all playing in the same division. You'd think they'd beat up on each other enough, one of them would be good, but apparently not. We are, let's take a look, we got wild cards, it's going to be Pirates and Marlins right now. Milwaukee's just half game behind though. We are 5 games out of the wild cards, so we still got an outside shot at that if we can pick up our game here a little bit. Continue on our looking through here. We will go and take a look at that development update now. How's our players developing? I haven't actually read this myself either, so we're doing this part live, basically. Shearfry improved his movement. I'll take that and got up 10. Greinke somehow improved. Pitching in Reno. Don't ask me how. Archie's stuff and control's gone up. I'm happy to see that. Drury, his eye and potential eye go up. That's nice to see as well. Blanco dropped down, but he's 33. There's no surprise to me. Dugan's power and speed drop. That's kind of not great to see. But probably just getting a better hint on him now that he's up in the majors. McFarland improved his potential movement, but his stuff's gone down a little bit. Ruby's stuff improved a little bit for us there. Wash gets a better eye. I'll take that, but his power dropped. Can't hit for contact either. He'll walk a lot, though. Denker dropped. Peralta's contact drops a little bit there. We'll see if that jumps back up when he gets back with us, but Rizzelli dropped a little bit, but improved his contact. Fuentes dropped his power, but it didn't really matter. I improved. Stills had a big improvement there. Look, wow, look at that. 14 stuff, 11 movement, 8 control. Damn. Just pitched pretty well for Jackson Dwell. He may be a potential call up in the future if we need a reliever, even though he's only in Double A. That's not always a bad thing, because Reno, I believe, plays in the bandbox. Keller Improved a bit. Happy to see that. He actually looks like he could have a potential of being a starter in the future. He's got the number a little bit better there for me, but he's got gets that control a little bit higher up, that movement a little up, be a little above average movement with good control, not great stuff. I'd give him a shot. I just want to see him improve a little bit first before I do that. He's definitely on the list though, as guys who may get a call up here in the future. Hoover's stuff fell. Lopez improved his eye, but his speed dropped. I don't really care. He's my catcher. He can be as slow as he wants. Flores, potential eye improved, but he's 26. I don't see that going up anymore. Crone's eye improved a little bit. He's hit or miss, but I don't really need a first baseman. His eye power dropped. Good contact. Needs a better eye though. He's hitting pretty good though down Jackson Westbrook there. Lugo, potential power and eye both dropped on me. He's not gonna be. I don't really like him just because of that. Young's movement improved, stuff improved a little bit, could be a lot better. Taylor's stuff and potential stuff. The other Taylor, though, he's making some nice improvements. Stuff finally picking up there for him. He has to get that control up, but he's young. He's got time. Ooh, Cody Reed improved his velocity. Nice. He needs to get his movement up, but then he sprained his ankle. I'm going to assume that's why he started throwing too hard. Okay, that's not really realism, but you know, that's to say that's the reason. That's why his ankle's sprained, because he's been throwing too damn hard. Gotta stop throwing so hard, man. Bayamps, what's up? Not a whole lot. Nothing very exciting. So there's notable changes, anyways. That's just for the hell of it. Take a look at if anyone else is interesting. Donatello, Clark, Welez. Oh, look at Madison. Potential contact went up. I went up. Ooh. Eddie Jefferson. Nice to see that. Alcantara's improving. The guy who actually got traded in real life, I believe, if I remember correctly. Greer. Potentials are improving. Just kind of scrolling through here, see if there's anything that really stands out to me. Sanchez improved his power. Diani improved his power a little bit. Oh, okay. That said first baseman. I just saw the 18 and starting pitching. Like, what? First baseman improved his velocity. That's odd. Yeah, nothing else that's really wowing me. Custodio's potential control dropped. I don't really like seeing that. But then again, he's going to suck anyways when his potential movement's 4. Daheda's potential contact dropped like crazy. He improved his eye. He's apparently in learning how to take pitches, he forgot how to hit. Reyes is improving there a little bit. He's got... Oh, he's a long ways away from being in the major leagues. Look at that. Well, he's a 1, 1, and 1. Ooh. Look at it. Ooh. Ooh. Anyone who's really interesting? Ismail Jaime dropped his power. Jimenez, I guess. Potential contact 9. Potential power to 10. He won't have an eye. You can develop his eye. Ooh, he can be interesting. A little play as about average, but this guy could be interesting too. He'd have good contact. His eye's gonna be crap, but all right. So there you go. Let's go ahead and run through the other one I forgot to do real quick. Stats. Scope. We do the combined. Do the qualified players, all positions. Kim's leading batting average with that big long hitting streak. It's no surprise looking at that contact. Woo. Harper on base. Cruz slugging. Harper with that. Weighted. Lindor is the best, still best above replacement, followed by Harper, Arredondo, and Kim. Lindor leads us in hits by a long shot behind Kim, interestingly enough. And Altuve. Doubles, triples. Owings is second in triples. That's not bad. We got someone on there anyways. Home runs, Cruz leads at 27, Arenado with 24, Davis with 18. We have no one on that list. Cruz leads and runs batted in. Who cares? Who cares? I know some people care, sorry, but and it's all subject to your team and blah 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 blah. Hamilton leads with 27 stolen bases already, followed by D. Gordon with 26. Goldsmith leads in walks, tied with Harper actually, and Votto's just right behind him. A little bit of sign of Spain there. Cruz with the best isolated power, Arenado with the most extra base hits, and Cruz with the most total bases. Go take a look at our pitchers. Hendricks leading the league with the best earned run average. I know, blah blah blah. Bumgarner with the 9 wins, Dickey with the most losses. Don't really care. Shelley with 20 saves. Davis, Chapman, Colomb, all the winning teams basically. Hendricks so far also pitched the most innings. De La Rosa gets himself on the shutout list as someone else with a shutout. The most weird name on there, it feels like to me, but I don't know all these guys, so. I guess Cole's pretty weird on there too. He's not even pitching anymore up here. He's still got a shutout. Makes that achievement look like crap, don't it? Hits per 9, Ray is 8th. Not bad. Doesn't give up a lot of hits. He just needs to stop giving up home runs, apparently. Good lord. Wow, Harvey's only giving up 0.15 home runs per 9. Not bad. Can I get some of these guys on my team? Hey. Moore has given up the most walks. Kershaw has given up the least amount of walks per 9, followed by Hendricks. They're the only ones who've given up less than a walk per 9. Kershaw leads us in strikeouts. We don't have anyone on the list anymore because Ray's dropped down a little bit and Greinke's hurt. Strikes, Ks per 9. Kershaw again leads with that. We lost our guy on there because he's dropped down on us. Kershaw doesn't walk anyone, strikes out a bunch of people. Ray has one of the lowest points average, which again is interesting. He's when you look at his ERA, it's like wow. It's like people don't hit him at all, but somehow he still gives up runs because apparently when they do hit him, they all go out of the park. Right now, our hot pitchers, Ty John Walker somehow. Don't ask me how. Guess he had good last 2 starts, but cold pitchers, Miller's included on that list. No surprise. Too many goddamn people on here. Dugan's struggling. Walker's struggling. Garcia, blah 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 blah. Any streaks going on right now? Nope, not really. Kuchel with a win streak, Vargas with a loss streak, Kuchel with a start streak. Scoring streak for Joyce at 11 games. So far, our all-time hitting streak's going to be Kim with his 22, Lindo with 21. Oh, Lindo, I believe, is still going, so he's got a shot at that. No, it doesn't show him still going. Anyways. So we took a look at that. We took a look at our stats. Trying to think if there's anything else we really want to look at. We kind of looked at the trades that I found in there that were kind of interesting. I guess we'll give you a quick look at our... What are we at? 28 minutes out? We probably could have real quick, but... Take a quick look at our minor leagues. Ooh, like you see, no one's really... Conagra's hitting well. Vargas is hitting a huge slash line out there. Walsh is hitting really well in Reno for us. Medrano in limited at bats is hitting pretty well. Dunker's doing a good job getting on base. Jameson in limited at bats has done well in the game, saying he should go down. Brito in rehab starts just killing it in there. Walker's been hitting pretty well. We already knew about that. Tomas doing alright in his rehab. Over in Jackson, we got Brooks Hall pitching pretty well for us as a starter. Aguilar is having a really good one as a reliever there. Bracho's doing alright. Hoover and Murren's having a really good one there. Williamson and Miller as well. At our bats, Freeman hasn't batted enough really. Oscar Hernandez is doing a pretty good job. He's our catcher of the future most likely. That's nice to see. Rod hitting pretty well, got a lot of home runs. Gonna hit a little better for average. Westbrook got a good average, good home run. He's hitting all around pretty good. I'd like to see him up in Reno. If game will hurry up and put him up there. Lugo's got nice stats going for him as well. Nice slash line going there. Labia's having a nice slash line. Ryheimer's not doing too hot. Eamon's hitting pretty well. Ray is hitting really well. Over at Vizala, let's see. Nothing a whole lot going hot with that pitching. Bats, you got a few. You got Baylor hitting good slash line there for us, both getting hits and home runs. Perez isn't doing too bad. We got Ozuna, Alcantara doing not too terrible. Rest of them, eh. Rest of them are kind of eh. Over to Kane here. Anything more exciting at Kane? Sims doing okay. Clark's doing okay. We got Invalid doing pretty well. James Spears not doing too bad. Taylor's not doing too bad in limited starts though. Christie's got a good hit line going there. Almeida's got pretty nice numbers in limited bats. Bracho's not really hitting well, but he's getting on base pretty well. Novas doesn't have enough at bats to really count. Wasabi, not too bad there. Not liking that. Walton in limited appearances is really getting some nice numbers going. Lara, not too bad. Nothing else a whole lot exciting there. And I don't believe the hops haven't started. So there you go. That's sort of our recap of May there. Come back next time as we go for the draft. If I forgot anything that you think I should have put up on there, let me know. I'm trying to think of ahead of time what we should, as I do these or do this. Anyway, so there you go. We're starting to win a little bit. We'll see how we do in the draft. That'll be the episode if you're really interested in how we're going to build this team in the future. That'll be the one to watch. I am really tempted to start managing my minor leagues as well here pretty soon, just because, as you may have noticed, I like looking at the minor league stats there, and I'm really, I did kind of like being able to like look and like, oh, I can move him up and move him down and kind of doing all that kind of stuff, but you know, it is what it is. So at least I don't have an advantage. So anyways, there we go. As you see, there's our National League rankings. I didn't look at the team rankings, but yeah. 7th in run score, 11th in average, 13th on base, 9th in home runs, 12th, 13th, tied 13th against runs against, starter bullpen, and our defensive efficiency is not too bad. Really, we're just looking at if we can get our bullpen up a little bit, get a little better at our on bases percentage, we'll be in pretty good shape. Our top prospects, take a quick look at that. Walker's doing pretty well. Banda, not so much. Everyone else kind of eh. Labia's doing well in Double A. I guess we have that going. Minor league system, Reno's first, Jackson second, Vizala fourth, Kane fifth. Dominicans just started playing, so they should probably rely on a rotation, blah blah blah. Anyways, we're at 33 minutes, so we're going to go and cut that off there. So hopefully you like the format a little bit better. I could probably cut it down even shorter, down to 20 minutes. I didn't get a little long there, but let me know what you think of the format, if you like that, if you want me to do more months and then kind of come back, if you want me to shut up a little bit and kind of do a little bit shorter, just give me a shout either in the comments or somewhere or whatever, and let me know what you think. If you watched, thanks for watching. If you didn't watch, well, you didn't hear this, so who cares? Like I said, hopefully it's not too bad. Again, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, go ahead and stop this here. Thanks for watching. Have fun.